back to the channel. It has been a very long time since I've done anything to the Pulsar GTI-r. So a long time ago I got this. It was probably like 8 months, maybe a little bit longer, and I haven't been able to do anything to it because I've been moving shops, I've been waiting for the Junkyard to be cleared out, I've been working on the Charger and the Durango, and a lot of stuff has just been being held up. So what I'm doing today isn't going to help it run and drive, but it's going to help it look a lot better, and once it does run and drive, I'll have the wheels and tires for it. So I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and luckily enough, Mini Coopers use pretty much the perfect offset for a Pulsar GTI-r. So they're 17x8 plus 35s, and we're headed up to Denver to go grab them. Just picked up the wheels, man, look at these things. These are gonna look great on the Pulsar. I was thinking of, they have like an, what's it called? They're like the knockoff wheels. They make a pretty cool wheel, but I just didn't really like it being a knockoff. So we got the OZs and in white. So the plan is paint the Pulsar GTI-r the same color as the Hellcat, but without the tri-coat on it. So that base red with the metallic, and then just clear right over it because it looks really good. That's what I did in the Magnum engine bay, and I think it looks really good. So let's head back home. Got back over to the shop and look at the Pulsar. So the Pulsar, I need to get this over to the Junkyard shop, and I also need to get, yeah, I have a Mark III Supra. I've shown this in a few videos, but I need to also get this over to the shop so I can work on both of them. But these American racing wheels that came on the car, it might be a little bit windy, but look at these things. I don't know why anybody would ever want these in a car. So they're pretty small. I think they're 14s. What size are they? The tires are dry rotted. Where's it at? Can't even find it. 205. 15s. Oh, they're 15s. Okay, so we're going from 15s to 17s. So these things look really good on 17s. I guess these wheels are kind of wide, but yeah, let's throw on the OZs, and the car is going to be red. Got the OZs on the Pulsar, had to remove the Mini Cooper hub-centric spacers. These things look awesome. One thing I'm not too sure about is the tires. I think I could go a little bit wider with them. So they're 205/40 17s. I think I should be able to go to maybe a 215/35 17, and then I won't have, you know, I'm really worried about this lip being so exposed. This tire's a little bit stretched. The front offset is perfect. Look at that. Perfect front offset. The rear on the other hand is a little sunk in. So as you can see right here, it's not bad, but it's not flush. So what I'll probably end up doing on the rear is putting probably like a 10 mil spacer on it to bring her out so it's nice and flush with this lip, since I'm guessing not all Pulsars, I'm not sure if all of them have these little factory flares, but just to bring that out so it's nice and flush. A lot of guys also run this offset. It's 17 by 8 plus 35. It looks really good. I just am not a fan of it being that sunk in on the back. So I could just get another wheel. So I think a 17 by 8 plus 25 would bring this out. Maybe, since it's all-wheel drive, a lot of Pulsar guys don't want to have different offsets, but since you have to replace the tires pretty much in a set instead of a pair, it makes sense to just have different offsets. So we'll see what happens. I may just leave it like this for now. It still looks good, even though it's in a little bit. I really like the white. The white contrasting to black isn't the best, because it's, black would probably be good with like gunmetal, or maybe like a copper color. But when this thing is red, these white wheels will look great with this car. Another thing, like I said, the tires right now, they're just so thin. I mean, but this thing is already on coilovers, so I could adjust the ride height. I really don't want to go super low. As you guys know with my cars and everything that I drive, I don't have really low cars. I mean, I have them at a decent usable racing stance, like the VR4 in here. You can see she's dusty, but usable stance. I mean, it's low. It's still a low car. There's no side skirts on it. That's why it looks so monster truck right there. But still a decently low car. So I'll do the same thing with the Pulsar. Once I get the different tires, we'll figure out the ride height afterwards. I'll probably figure out the ride height after I paint it, because I'm gonna have to remove a bunch of stuff to freshen this up. I need to fix a few rust spots on here. There is like a little patch job that was done right here, and then there's a little bit of rust through this, so I'll just patch those up. Pretty much do the same thing, but TIG weld it, grind it down, then get everything ready to paint the bay. I need to find a new front bumper, because this is somebody cut for the big intercooler, which I'm not going to have a large intercooler on this. And then I'm going to do something with the intake vent on the hood. I have the grill. I need corner lights because my tabs are broken on both of them. And then I think the headlights are good, but besides that, there's a few things here and there that I need to fix. The rear quarters, I think maybe just this side has rust on it. So you can see it's starting to it seems like it's getting worse and worse. So I don't think it was this bad last time I looked at it. Hopefully get these flares off without damaging them, because they're really hard to find. A lot of parts for this car, since it is the GTI-R, is very hard to find. Also, I need to find a rear bumper, because they cut like a weird exhaust hole and then cut the bottom off of it. So I'll have to find that. Actually, I think, is this the bumper or is this? Oh yeah, they cut that. So yeah, it's cut all weird. Need to just get a replacement for that. And other than that, it'll be really simple. Looks like, I don't know, maybe doing a quarter panel is going to be a pain, because this roof is, I don't know, I'll have to figure that out when I get it off, but hopefully this whole thing comes off as one piece. These glasses are probably decently hard to find. The door on the driver's, it's right-hand drive, so the door on the driver's side needs to be, I need to fix this. I'll probably just have these little dings PDR'd out of it. I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of this trim. I might do the car red, maybe paint match it, maybe paint it like a gunmetal or something. Maybe just paint match it, because the bumper really doesn't flow with it, and then just kind of go from there. I think I have all the trim on both sides. The really hard thing is making sure that I have everything for this car. So other than that, I need to refresh the SR. SR runs perfectly. It just had that weird throw up bearing issue. So if I'm going to pull it apart, I've already ordered the bearings, the thrust washers, the gaskets that I need to refresh this. I want to clean it up. It looks like Supposedly it's supposed to have a build, is what the guy that I got it from told me. He said it has forged pistons and rods, but who knows? Who knows what this thing's gonna have. And it has ARP head studs. The head gasket was installed incorrectly, so that's why the whole front cover has oil all over it, and a bunch of other stuff. I need to fix the fuel system. The guy was trying to put like an aftermarket lines, but the factory lines were perfectly fine. So I need a new one of those. You can see down there, the fuel pump hanger, the little plastic thing, has like and fittings tapped into it. So I'll need a new one of those because that's all messed up. But for the most part, this thing is pretty decently clean. I need a new dash because this dash is just destroyed. I really don't like the steering wheel. I'll probably just get another aftermarket steering wheel though, so I don't like that. And the seats. So I have one seat that looks like this. I don't know if this is a factory seat. Then I have a very similar looking seat, but it's not the same. So I don't know which one's which, but I might end up putting brides or something in this thing. Is the carpet good? The carpet looks maybe okay. So hopefully we can get you know, the carpet cleaned up. It's kind of peeling right there. So maybe I need a new carpet. What else do I need for this thing? Trying to get a list for you guys to hopefully search for me, because that'd be awesome. Oh yeah, the carpet back there is damaged. Why is it damaged right there? That really doesn't make any sense. So we need a carpet. That's not too high on the list. Need a dash. That's pretty high on the list. You know, this one's super cracked. It'd be nice to have a non-cracked one. I don't think, maybe I do have the door. That one has this cut in the dash. So I want the dash to look nice. I think I have the glove box down there. I have the rear seats. I think I have the rear trim for the sides right there. I don't have the rear cover that covers the cargo area, and some other miscellaneous stuff I'll have to figure out later. But yeah, I'm really happy about the Pulsar. The door panels don't look horrible. I could recover this right here. So this fabric looks like this seat. No, it kind of looks like that seat too. I don't know which seats sit which, but they're I need seats. I need to figure seats out. Yeah, the door panels don't look horrible. Oh, nope, that one down there, I shouldn't have said anything. That one down there is all peeling, just delaminating, it looks like. And this one looks pretty good. So we'll figure that out and then get this thing pretty much buttoned up. The headliner, this looks okay. These things are like coming down, but the headliner looks pretty decently good for the most part. Somebody told me that these always sag. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. I don't know why there's handles back there. Who's really gonna ride in the back of these things? I'm not exactly sure. So there's a few things that I need for the Pulsar, but it isn't that bad. I mean, I have the most of it. I mean, I'm probably gonna find things here and there once I start painting it and getting it ready. I don't know, it's probably gonna be knickknacks. I mean, the front bumper obviously is a big one. The rear bumper is obviously a big one. And the quarter panel is a big one. But for the most part, I should be able to get this thing painted. Yeah, it doesn't look like, I mean, I'll have to get this down and start sanding it and get it on the lift and look at it and get this flare off, but it doesn't look like this quarter panel is bad. I could just do like they do in Germany and hit it with a hammer and see if it goes through. It has like a dent. I think that's a dent. It almost looks like a dent right there. I might have to fix. Yeah, I think that's a dent right there. So I'll have to fix that dent. Definitely going to be a significant amount of body work. You're replacing that quarter panel. As long as I can get one, shouldn't be too difficult, and the rear bumper shouldn't be too difficult. So I'm gonna end the video here. I'm really pumped about these wheels. They don't look as good with the black, but once this thing is red, it will look really, really good. Another thing is this car's original color was, I think, like a destroyer gray, so I'm not too worried about changing it to red. If it was the factory color, I'd probably repaint it the factory color, but at this point, I think the Hellcat Red, since I have, I think 2 gallons of it, is gonna be perfectly fine on this thing, just minus the tri-coat. Just base, clear, it'll look really, really good. But ending the video here, really pumped about the Pulsar, really pumped about the wheels. I can't wait to get this thing over to the shop, get her all stripped down, get the engine out of it, and start getting her back to, you know, a really nice JDM car, because this thing could be a super nice car. And I mean, the Supra, the same thing. I mean, I got this car because Mark III Supras are really being neglected and people are just tearing the engines and transmissions out of them, throwing the trannies and other things. That will be a video by itself. That I think has a fully built engine. It's a 7M turbo, but I have a 2JZ GTE non-VVTi out of a USDM Supra that got robbed for a bunch of parts. But you know, I might throw the 2J in there with the R154 and, you know, just have like a 500 horsepower Mark III, or I can leave it original. I think it has pretty decently low miles, just like the Pulsar. So I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. Probably 2J, not exactly sure. May run the 7M, see how much power I can make on it, and then maybe yank her out of there. But yeah, gonna end the video here. If you like these videos, make sure to click that subscribe button, thumbs up, throw a comment below. As always, see you guys next time.